it's going to be tough. There are going to be some more programs cut. Driving up here this morning, I was driving on town, county, and state roads. And the state and the county roads were worse than my town roads. I followed my snowplow out of my road.
That's one of the little shortages that appears. Washing bridges, the county's not going to pay for the bridge washing anymore.
Right.
So that'll be that. Nobody's going to wash those bridges for nothing. That's a lot of hard work.
Well, it's wash them now or let the salt eat them up and build a new bridge later.
Yeah.
That's what you're up against.
And of course, there are a lot of bridges that need repair. Actually, in Westfield, I know of 3 bridges that have fallen in, and they've been for decades. They don't even change. They just put a stop sign there, and that's the end of that. They don't repair the bridges anymore. If they go, that's the end of it.
We had a bridge in Harmony over the railroad, and when that bridge got flagged and we were going to have to rebuild it, the cost to rebuild it was $60,000 at that time. We instead built a road for $70,000. Instead of rebuilding this bridge every 10 years, that was an alternative we found, and that has worked great since then. So we put stop signs up by one in Harmony too, years ago.
And try to get to Harmony Road, I might add, from Portage. From the Sherman Westfield Road.
I know where
there's a bridge there that's gone bye-bye.
I know where you're at. A very good friend of mine lives down in there.
Yep. Yeah, you can't go across Lines Road anymore. There's a bridge there with a big stop sign on it. And I noticed down below there's a nice level area where people camp. There's a little campground there.
Yes, yeah.
JayGould, doing the job in the legislature, telling us that he doesn't know what the heck he's going to do about taxes. Nobody does.
If anybody tells you they know what they're going to do, you're not getting the whole truth.
Yeah, we can. Well, you heard it here from Senior Report. You're going to get tax increases. There it is. That's a prediction of Senior Report. Look forward to tax increases for Chautauqua County, which is already the highest tax county in the United States. And get ready to move, I guess. I don't know what to do now. Unfortunately, all my kids are here. I bought them houses right near my house, so I can't move.
Well, that's good. We've kind of got you then, Reed.
You got me. I got to just keep paying. I'm laying on my back trying to pay these taxes. But
nobody feels worse about these taxes than I do, believe me.
I know. Well,
I pay them just like everybody else. I have 2 nephews that are on the verge of losing their house.
Yeah.
I understand these problems.
Yeah, well, I had one of my kids lose their house, and fortunately, Grandpa came in and helped out here.
That's good. That's what grandpas are for, isn't it?
That's what they're for. Even though they go bankrupt, they're going to be eating cat food in their children's basement very shortly, the way things are going for senior citizens.
That's kind of like tuna fish, isn't it, that cat
Actually,
food?
that is the tuna, and I found out that the tuna is not bad at all. You put a little extra mayonnaise in it, and the catfish isn't. I'm writing a recipe book for cat food for seniors.
Good.
Cat food for seniors, and I think this recipe book will be a hit. For instance, the beef strips are not bad at all, but you got to wash them, and then you put gravy, just regular old gravy on them, and they're not bad at all.
Okay.
You know? And there are many other different types of cat food that are quite edible if you just know how to handle them. So seniors, get ready for cat food. It's much cheaper than regular food. And get that cat, eat it too, because you're not going to be able to feed the cat and yourself. JayGould doing the job. Not quite sure of what kind of a program this really is. I wanted to put in a plug for the Lakeview. They do give us a hand, but I'll tell you, I went over there with my family, Jay. I had 10 people with me, and we were celebrating my son's birthday. We got a sumptuous, you know, they have a fish fry that's this long. They have a salad bar there in the Lakeview that never dies. I counted like about 50 different things in it that you could use. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. And for $3 and change, you get a giant salad, and a couple bucks more if you want three of them or 4 of them.
I eat there quite often when I'm in Mayville. Well, I haven't had a bad meal there yet.
Yeah, it's fantastic. My son had the roast, the prime rib, and it's really sweet and good. It's tender and delicious, and I get the end piece. And boy, it's like this big. I can't eat. You know, it makes 3 meals for me. And so my wife and I, what we usually do is we kind of help each other out on a fish fry. The fish fry is so big, one senior can't eat it. So yeah, the other senior has to help out a little bit. And the other senior picks up a nice big salad. Oh, what a salad bar. I can't believe that place. And the service was great, and I want to say hello to Jeanette over there, and to Dave, and especially to Rick Newell. And Sandy. Sandy's his wife, you know, and actually, like most families, Sandy runs the show.
Oh, probably.
Okay, what a good job. Go over there. And incidentally, if you call in today, I'll give you $5 off on your next dinner over there, or next even sandwich, whatever you want. And just send me a stamped envelope and make a call. And I see somebody's calling, and I'll have to wait until they get in. The red light's blinking, I see, John, or whoever's there. Gary Carr is my butcher. You know, I'm very fortunate. There's a Tops in Westfield. And most stores, like you go to Walmart, you can't get a butcher. They have a butcher.
Right.
And Gary Carr, you go to him and say, I want some steaks. I want them sliced this thick, and or this real thick. I get them 2 inches usually. I love them that way. But sometimes I want them real thin for fattening out, you know. And he does it. And he comes, here it is, sir, all set, all prepared, no charge. And he'll tell you, I didn't know what is the best cut of meat. They had a sale yesterday. I went in and asked him. He told me exactly what his sirloin tip, rather than the sirloin round or the upper or lower, whatever it is, bottom round, top round, or the tip. He said tips are better, and they were wonderful. So thank you, Gary Carr. And if you go over there to Tops in Westfield, go in and ask for Gary Carr and tell him what you want in terms of meat, and he'll fix it up perfectly for you, believe it or not. Your private butcher. That's not a plug for Tops. It's just a place to go where you can get decent meat properly prepared for peanuts. Okay, we're with JayGould talking about the situation over here. Public defender, big hassle about that. What's the hassle?
What's the hassle?
Yeah.
It's basically a political fight.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, can't you tell?
No, I don't follow the politics. You know,
I try not to be too political.
Although you are the leader.
I am the leader of the legislature. There's a difference. The legislature leader runs the meetings, does some of the paperwork. I've already signed a couple papers that I needed to, sets up the committees. I will try to run legislation meetings fair, which is sometimes hard to do, but all of the past legislators that know me know I'm a pretty fair person. Both candidates for public defenders have flaws.
Okay.
Both of them.
Well, we'll talk about it in a second. We got a call. Want to take a call?
Sure.
Hey, good morning, caller. Thank you for waiting.
Good morning. I'd like to know a little bit more about the reapportionment that's been discussed when they changed the configuration of the county. How will that proceed?
Eventually here, I was trying to get over the nursing home first, and then I was going to work on the reapportionment.
Well, you've asked for a committee. I noticed that.
Yes. Yes. I have people that have volunteered. The minority leader has put up a few people's names. I'm the one that'll make the final decision on who's on the committee, who isn't on the committee. My personal feelings is it should be a fair committee. It shouldn't be overloaded one political party or the other political party. Should be fair. North-south are issues too. We need to go to 19 or less.
Is this really going to happen? They've been saying for 15 years that I've been here.
Oh, the public voted on it last fall. We have to go to 19. We have to do it in the next 2 years.
Really? You're not bound by that, though?
State law.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're bound by it. We have to get an answer.
So we're going to have less from 25, I guess, right?
Right.
It's going to drop to 19.
To 19.
When?
By the next election, which is in two falls from the past fall.
Okay, so there is hope there for
213.
For smallifying.
The fall of 213.
Will the pay be the same for the remaining legislators?
That is unknown as of the present time. That has been one of my big arguments against it, that once we get 19, we're not going to be able to fill all the committees. We have 6 committees up in Mayville now that have 32 people on. We have 44 boards and outside committees that we have to fill. We have legislators that tell us they can only be on one committee because they have work-related jobs where they have to be at work. I personally am on 8 or 9 committees, as there are 3 or 4 legislators that are, and a lot of them are on 1 or 2.
Will this be decided by population distribution to some degree?
Yes, it has to be 5% up or down, equal population. I just got a letter the other day, we can't count the prisoners up in Lakeview or in Chautauqua County Jail or the city jails. They have to go where they're from to be counted.
All right, so you pointed out that a lot of the legislators do have jobs, and you're retired now, right?
I'm half retired.
What do you do? What's your
I
living?
work for the Soil and Water Conservation as a district technician.
Okay, so you're very much into the green, I assume.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I have done that since 68.
Okay. And
however long that is. It's too long to even try to remember.
well, we had an old cow farmer who preceded you. What happened to Crosscut? Why did he quit?
Oh, I don't know. Ask Crosscut that question.
I will. We will have him on sometime next month, I think. He'll take your place since you're camera shy.
Yeah. I am a very private person, and to do these TV interviews and newspaper interviews is very hard for me.
Well, you're looking out there, and what you do is you're looking at the camera too, which is good instead of at me. You're looking out at millions of people. You know, they pick it up on YouTube and everywhere else too, I might add. And a lot of people are interested in Chautauqua County for some reason. So we get a lot of we get it from all over the country. Comments, you know.
It's a great place to live, Chautauqua County.
Oh, I
it's just
tell them,
outstanding.
this is a place to live.
I have a daughter in Florida, and I go down there a couple times a year for a week or so. And I have a grandson down there, and I'm always very anxious to get back.
Well, I complain and grab and bitch and moan. I guess I can use that term because that's not a bad one of the 4-letter words. About the taxes here, and that's the only drawback. And the taxes still are fairly mild compared to downstate. You live in Long Island, you'll find out what taxes are. They'd curl even your hair.
Oh yeah.
But the taxes are something. And when we say the highest tax county in the United States, we're talking on a per capita basis, really, in terms of the real estate. And so you know, when you're paying a couple thousand in taxes, you're pretty well off compared to an awful lot of people out in New York State, I might add. But you pile up the school and the county and the town and everything, village and whatever, it does add up. All right, JayGould, back to that public defender hassle. We got cut off. Well,
okay.
What about that? Why half the headlines in the county about the public defender, and it seems like kind of a Mickey Mouse thing, but what is this tempest in a teapot?
Just different people have different views on who ought to be the public defender. The Democrats have one view and the Republicans have another view.
Okay, there it is in a nutshell. Another phone call. You want to take it?
Sure.
Hey, caller, come back. Here you're on.
Good morning. Thank you very much for taking the call. I was wondering if Mr. Gould would comment on the proposed or the potential sale of the airport and/or airports of Chautauqua County.
I'm not even familiar with that.
Oh, I'd be glad to talk about that a little bit. The airports cost the general taxpayer $800,000 in their taxes every year, almost $1 million. So there's talk about privatizing them.
Things speak for selling them.
Yes. Not very strong yet. There's an operator that has a contract to operate these airports.
We have, what, 2 big ones there?
We have 2 airports that are county funded.
Jamestown?
Dunkirk and Jamestown.
Yeah. Okay.
There are two of them.
How many planes go in and out of these airports? A lot?
not as many as there used to be. There isn't a lot of public transportation out of them anymore.